Hello, I am Dr. Rajguru Ram Raghavulu, Assistant Professor of Physics, Department of Humanities and Science, AITS, Rajanpet. Now, I would like to briefly explain about acoustics. First, introduction of acoustics. Acoustic is the branch of science that deals with the study of sound. The different types of acoustics are there are several types. First one is the general acoustics. Second one architectural acoustics, third medical acoustics, four musical acoustic, and finally fifth one is the underwater acoustics. These are the types of acoustics. Coming to the general acoustics, general acoustic is the study of production, propagation and receiving of sound. And architectural acoustics is the study of design of buildings and other spaces that have pleasing the sound quality and safe sound levels. And medical acoustics is the study and use of acoustics to diagnose and treat different types of diseases by physician, and it includes the use of ultrasound and other acoustic techniques to learn how different types of sound interact with the cells, tissues, organs and entire organisms inside the body. And coming to the musical acoustics, it deals with the study of propagation, production, propagation and receiving of musical sound. And last one is the underwater acoustics, is the study of natural and man-made underwater sounds. It is the study of production and propagation of sound under water. Before entering into the details about acoustics, we have to know few definitions related to acoustics. First one is the frequency or pitch. Frequency is the number of vibration produced per second. It is expressed in hertz or cycles per seconds. Next one is the intensity. The quality of sound energy flowing through unit area of cross section in 1 second is called intensity of sound. You can say in the form of equation, I intensity of the sound, I is equal to Q by T A. Here Q is the quality of sound energy, quantity of sound energy, and T is the time, and A is the area of cross section. And we can write it I is equal to P by A. Here P is the power. Units of the intensity or sound is Weber per meter square. And the next one is the loudness. Loudness is the degree of sensation conveyed to our ear. Intensity and loudness are two different terms and they are related to each other, and we have a another law that is called Weber-Fechner law. It gives the relation between the intensity and loudness of the sound. Here loudness L is directly proportional to the logarithmic of intensity I, that is equal to L proportional to log I, or L is equal to K log I. Here K is the constant. Intensity level of sound, another definition, intensity of sound level. Here we can say it, the intensity of level of sound is defined as the logarithmic value of the ratio between the intensity of the given sound and the intensity of standard sound intensity. That is equal to, we can write it, beta is equal to log 10 I by I naught, and we can write it in decibels. Beta is equal to 10 log 10 I by I naught. Coming to the reverberation and reverberation time. Reverberation, definition for reverberation is the existence or prolongation of sound even after the source is cut off is known as reverberation. And reverberation time is time taken by the sound waves to reduce its intensity to 1 millionth of its initial value is called reverberation time. And we can get a reverberation time by using the Sabin's formula, that is the reverberation time T is equal to 0.162 V by sigma AS. Here V is the velocity of the sound and A is the absorption coefficient of the materials which are placed inside the hall, and S is the surface area of the hall. And we can have to know the factors affecting the reverberation time. First one is the reflection of sound, second one is the absorption of sound, the third one is the intensity of sound, fourth one is the frequency of sound, and the fifth one is the volume of the hall. These are the factors affecting the reverberation time in a hall. First one, coming to the first one, reflection of sound. It is the sound produced in a hall gets reflected by ceiling, hall, floor, and so on. If the reflection coefficient of this material is high, more amount of sound gets reflected. Hence, the sound exists for a longer period of time. The existence of sound for longer time increases the reverberation time. This is the problem with the reflecting materials which are in the hall. And the second one is the absorption of sound. The sound produced in a hall gets absorbed by the absorbing material in the hall. The absorption of sound by absorbing material reduces the reverberation time. Third one is the intensity of sound. If the intensity of sound increases, the loudness of the sound also increases. The sound with high loudness exists for a longer period of time. Therefore, the increases of intensity of sound increase the reverberation time. And frequency of sound, the absorption coefficient increases with the increase of frequency of sound, which means the sound with higher frequency is easily absorbed by the absorbing materials. Increase the frequency of the sound, reduce the reverberation time in a hall. And volume of the hall, final one. The vibration time of a hall is directly proportional to the volume of the hall. A hall with longer volume requires a larger value of the reverberation time according to the Seben's formula, because Seben's formula T is equal to 0.162 V by sigma S. If V increases, T also increases reverberation time, and absorption coefficient increases inside a hall, then reverberation time will be decreased, as well as surface of the area. And we have few remedies to reduce the reverberation time. These are the remedies. First remedy is if the reverberation time of the hall is too high, then it is brought into optimum value. To get it, we can place the sound absorbing material in the required places. And the second remedy is if the reverberation time of the hall is too low, and sound reflecting material should be placed inside the auditorium. We can reduce low reverberation time by placing the reflecting material in the hall. And the third one is the concert hall or theater is the constructed so that reverberation time is made uniform, whether it is empty or filled with the audience. This is the major one to construct the theaters. And the fourth one is the bad focusing of sound is avoided using plain surfaces inside the hall. Next one is the radius of curvature of the curved surface is made twice so that the height to avoid bad focusing. Another one, to production of echo is avoided by keeping the distance between the speaker and the reflecting surface of a hall. It should be greater than 17 meters. To avoid this one, to keep the distance between the speaker and the reflecting surface about or greater than 17 meters. And seventh one is the Iselin effect is minimized by covering this staircase using carpet. Another one, the structure borne sound is minimized by constructing rigid structures. And another one, by introducing discontinuity in the wall, the propagation of sound from one hall to another is minimized. And last one is the resonance effect is produced only at a certain frequency. The material which absorb that particular frequency of sound may be placed in the hall to reduce the resonance effect. These are the remedies to reduce the reverberation time or to produce the audible sound in a hall. These two topics are very important. So one is the factors affecting the reverberation time and remedies